Last night, I embarrassed myself at Sudsy's. It was late last night, and I, 19F, was too exhausted to really do anything. But it was also the kind that mixed well with the anxiety of a college student that has not done laundry for 3 weeks because of exams, papers, and all-nighters. It was also the kind of tired where your brain starts filling in the gaps with nonsense and hallucinations. But I didn't care. I needed clean clothes. I was sitting on one of those cracked plastic chairs at Sudsy's, scrolling on my phone and watching my clothes tumble in the dryer to keep myself focused and awake enough, when I heard it. A whisper. It was low, steady, rhythmic. At first, I thought it was just someone on their phone or 2 people talking. But as I tuned in, I realized the words weren't part of a conversation. They were names, one after another, spoken with eerie precision. When I glanced up, I saw a woman standing a few machines down, hood pulled low, silver hair spilling out over her shoulder as she sorted an all-black wardrobe into the washer. She moved with this weird, effortless grace that made her seem untouchable. And the fact that she kept murmuring those names, her voice barely above the hum of the machines, just made it all the more creepy. But that's when I realized who she was, and my stomach twisted into knots. I knew about her through rumors and chats around town as Orla, the town's Banshee. I had never spoken to her before. I just knew the stories made me never want to, especially since it's known that a Banshee doesn't just say names. She marks them. If she whispers your name, your time is running out. I tried not to panic and kept telling myself I was being ridiculous. But then I caught a few of the names. My elderly neighbor, the barista who made my coffee every morning and always gave me extra whipped cream. One of my professors that I knew had a wife and 4 adorable little children. I gripped my phone, my fingers flying across the screen. Do Banshees predict death in real time? But before I could hit send and ask my friend, Orla suddenly stopped whispering, and without looking up said, "You know, it's really not nice to eavesdrop." I nearly launched my phone across the room. When she turned toward me, I noticed her pale, almost luminous eyes locking onto mine. There was no malice in them, just quiet amusement. But I stopped myself from breathing all the same. "Let me guess," she teased. "You heard the names and now you think I'm predicting deaths." I nodded stiffly. She sighed, closing her washing machine door. "It's a stereotype," she said, leaning against the machine. "Do you know how many names I say in a day? Hundreds. Some are in danger. Some are fine. It's more complicated than people think." I swallowed. "But my professor, my neighbor, the cute barista." Orla shrugged and chuckled. "Maybe they'll live to be 100. Maybe they'll choke on a chicken bone tomorrow. I don't cause anything. I just sense things." She gestured to the laundry, and honestly, sometimes the names just stick with me. I repeat them out of habit. I wasn't sure whether to feel relieved or not. She seemed nice, but it still felt like it could be a trick. And as if sensing my unease, Orla let out another chuckle. "Besides," she said, pulling out her phone, "this is my laundry list." I blinked. "Your what?" She tilted her screen toward me, revealing an open notes app filled with names. Some checked off, some not. People always assume I'm whispering omens, but I'm just trying to remember whose clothes I'm washing. Do you know how many people in town trust me with their delicates? Hint, it's like half the town. Her smile grew bigger, and all I saw was a sweet woman that was also a Banshee doing laundry for others around town. I let out a nervous laugh, feeling embarrassed for jumping to conclusions and assuming the worst. "So you're saying I don't have to start writing goodbye letters then?" Orla smirked. "Not unless you forgot to separate your colors." With that, she turned back to her laundry, humming softly. I exhaled, feeling both foolish and a lesson well learned. That not every whisper in the dark is a death sentence. Also to maybe not eavesdrop on a Banshee in a laundromat at 2 a.m.